right, it does feel good again to have that conversation. It's already how many minutes gone past now? 4 minutes gone past the hour of 9, and this is Eagles Outlook, where we talk politics and current affairs. And of course, there is a current affairs conversation that we'll be having this morning, which is also very relevant to the discourse this morning, as this affects the human nature, the human lifestyle, and of course, that's what we're all about. If it is about sanitizing the society, sensitizing you, informing you, and educating you, well, this is what the program is all about. Keep in mind that today is the 11th day in the month of August of 2025, and yes, my name is Udwak Daniel.
And I am Omohefe Peace Osemere. It feels good to be in the studio.
That is the UNODC reported that Nigeria is a major transit point for illicit trafficking. Now, the NDLEA's efforts catch drug trafficking and abuse are very crucial in addressing issues.
Joining us to this is Henry of Campus. All right.
Well, it's good to you, and I'm glad that you are, portfolio allows you to have the coordinator camp education. Might want to talk going together in combat originating activities. I mean, when matters that concern cult activities, not just in River State, but River has been one that has been on the beacon. There's been a beacon for with cult that is quite as the society perceives it, is just to cause mayhem and destruction. But you might want to put us through, some of those efforts.
Yeah, Campus Cultural Education Foundation started about 2000, year 2000.
Mm-hmm.
We started as a religious organization.
Okay.
Then gradually we metamorphosed into what we are now, an NGO.
Okay.
What we do, activities mainly been on campuses.
But why campuses? Just
have a good understanding about cultism.
Mm-hmm.
You don't start from the street.
Okay.
You go to where you started,
okay.
And from there you have an understanding how you even got to
where we are.
Kogi. Over time, we realized initially we started as I told you, religious outreach.
Okay.
Talking to people on based on Christianity.
Mm-hmm.
But we noticed that when we organize a campaign like that, the people who want to reach, they don't come. You won't see them. You will be talking to people that they don't even want to join this group.
Okay.
But those are the people that you are left with. So we started doing one-on-one or like door-to-door. The organization is mostly made up of people that were in court when they were in school.
Oh.
So when we got out, we got spiritual awakening, and we're now sent back to the school.
Right.
Yeah. The activities of cult groups, as I already said, has gone beyond the campus. We have each state of the federation each group has something similar, like a state governor.
Okay.
Then they have people, local government. Then they have a district. They are people coordinating.
So it's a network.
It's a network.
My goodness.
Those people, if you really look at the surface, you won't see anything. It's when you go deeper that you understand. You see some kind of gathering. You see some kind of, we call it movement.
Okay.
It takes somebody that know to be able to decode. So in the process of the activities on campus, in the process of the activities on campus, the cross-carpet, not cross-carpet is the wrong word. The activity brings them in contact with other group.
Oh.
And for them to show that, hey, we are supreme here, we reign supreme here, that's where you see the violence. That's where you hear about the killings, that's where you hear about even the drug abuse. Let me tell you something about this drug
Abuse.
cartel, you're saying. The people that can help you, if you are into drug, people that can help you to push around your products are the people that you know from school that they will not rat you out. The connection you have in the university, that's where cultism comes to play. That's probably what Major General
Buba
Buba
Marwa
was referring to when he was talking about drug, the barons or the
cartel and the rest, yes.
That's how it is. It is not that the organization, the cult groups in itself, was established to function that way. But because there is profit to be made and there are people in court that needs that money, they now build their activity around the cult group for a lot of things.
Okay.
Secrecy, for easy accessibility of any community. All they need to do, hey, who is in Bauchi? We have somebody in Bauchi. You make a phone call. If the person in Bauchi says, okay, come, you go. That's the way it's done.
So it's a network.
It's a network. They've gone beyond Nigeria.
Good Lord.
If you watch, go through your internet, you find out activities going on in Indonesia, Malaysia, cult-related activity. You see people being killed, Nigeria, South Africa. Yes, you see, it's not hidden. The way cultism is now, anything that happens in a court, maybe violence, just give 10 minutes after the incident. You see people know, hey, it was Vikings versus it was Black House versus Buccaneer that did it. People know.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me come in very quickly, Mr. Irabo. You said something about the Campus Cult Eradication Foundation that virtually everyone that actually heads this foundation were once, cult members, right? And I'd like us to, go back a little bit to the foundation of, these cult groups in Nigeria, the founding fathers, so to speak. What exactly was the ideology, or the aim, forming these groups? What exactly was the aim? Was it to fight, injustice, to, ensure that people's rights are actually protected? And what exactly changed afterwards? And also, what are these founding fathers, for those who are still alive, what are they doing at this point in time to ensure that, they go back to status quo and ensure that the right thing is done, as opposed to just, perpetrating, violence and causing mayhem across campuses in Nigeria?
If you go back to trace the history of cultism in Nigeria, there's no way you will miss somebody like Professor Wole Soyinka in the forming of the Pirates Confraternity. When it started, according to Wole Soyinka, it was to fight injustice in the society. It was to check the powers of the school authority, the SSs, so to say. But over time, at times the father has a misunderstanding with the mother. The children it happens. From there, some organizations, some people broke away and formed them. They were not okay with the way they perceived that pirate confraternity was being governed. That's where we give birth to Buccaneers, the Vikings and the rest. So because this group operates in the university at that time, there is bound to be a misunderstanding too. Because if you live in every organization that seems to have the same idea to operate, somewhere along the line there is no regulatory body. Some people will feel that, hey, what this man is doing to me or what this man did, it's not okay, and I need to check it. In the process of checking it, that's where these clashes that you're talking about, that's where it happens. So there is nobody that can say, hey, this thing happen, it is our duty to regulate so that it doesn't escalate. We don't have that. So because of that, one thing led to the other. Before it was knives that were used, but now you have people with guns. If it's possible to bring an armored tank to school,
They would bring it.
they will bring it
Wow.
to establish their security. You hear Eye will say Supreme Eye Confraternity, Vikings will say Supreme Vikings Confraternity, so forth and so on and so forth. Everybody wants to reign supreme. But in the process of reigning supreme, you have to show that you can weather the storm. You have to show that, yes, you can keep you can, you can hold your fort. So anybody that double crosses you or your members
He's an enemy.
is an enemy.
Okay, so this whole misunderstanding didn't just start today.
No,
And it appears it's not going to end anytime soon.
it's not.
I'm not trying to be pessimistic, but I think you know better.
Yeah.
Especially now that we understand some of the leaders of these cult groups are deeply rooted in high places. And I'd like to ask you also, these groups, do they have any form of certification that is actually recognized by the Nigerian government?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Well, I would say no. When they started as an organization in the school. They were not registered. But somewhere along the line, some members came together, those that have good interest. They knew that whatever is happening is not good for the society. They came together to try to create sanity or to register the organization formally with the government. And they did.
They did.
They did.
So we have cult groups that are registered as we speak.
Most cult groups
Are registered.
They might not be registered under the name that you know them with, but they are registered. Some of them has gone as far. Okay, let's good example. How the pirates confraternity were able to reduce violence in their. Although they still to today have big misunderstanding.
Is it factions?
There's
now?
a fraction. They
Okay,
are
okay, I
also
get that.
yeah. The when it was getting out of hand, when the violence started, they met and advised themselves that the best way to go about it is to reduce activity in the university and to pull out from the university. They did. They don't have a university pirate group anymore. It's in town.
So, which is even the lesser evil, if in the university and now in mainstream society?
Because in the town, they've been able to, penetrate even secondary schools. So now it's not just the university or the polytechnics or even colleges of education anymore.
It's a society
we have
now.
even secondary school students, identifying as cult members.
Yeah, you're very, very correct. I'm not holding brief
I get
for
that,
the
get that.
pirates confraternity. I'm not a member of the pirates confraternity, but they did something remarkable.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to admire. They after withdrawing the activities from the university, they reduced their membership. The problem we're having with other groups is that they're too much. Even people in the university, the governing council of all these different cult groups cannot police their members. They can't. A school that you have more than, let's say, 500 to 1,000 people belonging to one, modest, 500 people belong to one cult group. Then there are other cult groups. Almost, when you're looking at the school, it's almost like everybody has interest or has pitched a stent on one group or the other.
Okay, so Mr. Arabo, when you take, your sensitization or outreach to these campuses, do you also take it upon yourself to scrutinize the lecturers, the school authority or the management? Because you were talking about governing council of these cult groups. I mean, it's kind of like
It's like a
mind-boggling.
government. It's a government on its own.
Yeah,
Operational.
Knowing how well this whole, idea or ideology of cultism, from the founding fathers has actually, changed it or turned into something else.
It's now for somebody to be a lecturer in the university. There's some conditions you must meet. Some conditions for you to be a lecturer. One of it is you must have gone to the university. Cult members in the university, they graduate. They enter into a larger society, they seek employment with the Nigerian police, Nigerian Air Force, Nigeria. They enter all corners of all areas in the society. So for a lecturer that was in court when he was in school, it's easy. It's easy. Some of them, as we know, they cover the activities of the court groups. They help out in case if there's a problem. Let me give you a story. You won't believe what I'm about to share with you. Some years ago, I think 2004, there was a crisis in University of Jos. That's where I graduated from.
Okay.
There's a man I knew that was in court, then left. After that, he became born again, then became a pastor. He was in the hostel one time when some other people, in disguise of student union or student bodies, was attacking the boy. The boy was shouting. He was sending out distress call. He was a Viking, or he's a Viking. He was sending out distress call that his mate should help him. This guy was also a Viking.
The pastor?
Yeah, the pastor. He said when he saw it, about 20 people beating just one person. He said something, he didn't know when something in him moved him to go and stop
that fight.
They said he was able to stop what was going on and called the guy, brought the guy closer, spoke to him about the need for him to stop, to change his ways. But something in him came out to actually protect his brother. He said he didn't know, then we were still operating, he worked with us. We were still operating under this religious body.
Yeah.
He said he was not asking me, what is that? What came over him for him to be able to do that? With time, we are now identified that that's actually what brotherhood is all about. You don't leave your brother when he's in distress, which is what the organization, what they are saying. They're saying that this is fraternity, the confraternity, they are brothers. So he was able to rescue the guy, then started talking to the guy. Probably what he told me, probably if the guy was from another group, he wouldn't have
gone
been there.
to help,
to help.
assist, yeah.
He said, but something in him prompted him.
A sense of responsibility,
yes,
of brotherhood, of family.
Yes.
Let me protect my own. Even though I'm born again now, but look, something just tells him, hey, instinct.
You say it's not right that all these people are beating just
one person. Okay, well, I mean, we've spoken about the whole network, but let's bring it, into the mainstream conversation, as I'm sure the listener would be ticking to want to be a part of the conversation and ask questions. I mean, there's been some persons who have said over time that most of the nefarious activities that's going on today, in fact, the state of the breakdown of value system in the country, as it were, right now, can be blamed on cult activities. Quite a number of people have that belief because, just as Omwefe rightfully mentioned, in several localities, secondary school, primary schools now, we're having cult activities. And there are many people who believe that with cult activities comes rape. You even mentioned, a while ago, drug abuse, which of course the NDLEA is fighting over and over again. They've been having some wins, but Nigerians have been asking questions of what about prosecution? And it is on the basis of prosecution that I want to put out this question. I mean, if this is a network that they run, and they are positioned in several agencies and departments, even whether the police, the navy, the military, MDAs, and all of that, and with some of them at the top echelon, right? Even with the NDLEA, they would have one or two persons there.
Definitely.
Good. The question of prosecution is always where we are at. Do you think that we can indeed gain prosecution of drug traffickers and those who peddle drugs, whether at the local or international level? So two questions now. Number one would be, could we say that most of the nefarious activities is as a result of cultists? Secondly, with the networking, the tough networking system that the cults, have, positioning themselves, can we indeed gain prosecution?
It's easy. If it has to do with drug smuggling, if they catch you selling drugs or in possession of drugs, hey, you are going in for it. That one is easy.
Easy in what sense? Going in for it, because you gave us an example where you say I think this was off the mic, where you said that some persons might be arrested now, right? And then the next minute, give it even 1 hour,
Just
the person is
call.
out.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the thing.
Yes. But you have to know that it's not everybody that's involved in drug business that is a court person.
Oh, okay. And that's what I mean.
But they work closely.
Yeah, they work closely. It's a relationship. If I know you have access to some people that can help me out, I'll meet you and say, hey, I have this problem. Then if you can, you make a call. It's not just it doesn't have to be necessarily be cultism or you make a call.
Okay.
You see if your people there can help out. Now, when it comes to persecution, there are a lot of challenges in Nigeria. A lot.
Right.
A lot. Those days when I don't know if the police they still do it. When you are arrested for possession, they'll be found gone with you. Yeah, police will charge you for armed robbery. They'll charge you for everything that you know is in the book. So in that case, in that particular situation, it is easy for you to be freed, because for you to prove that I'm an armed robber, you have to show me the people I robbed.
Okay.
So if you didn't show me the people I robbed, it's also possible that this gun that you are telling me that
it's not mine.
It's not mine.
Was planted.
Yes. So those are the things that I think they have learned their lesson. Because when I was in school, that was the order of the day. And that created people say, no, if you send them to court, the court will just discharge them. But it's what you brought to court. If you can't prove it, the judge has nothing else to do than to set the person free.
Okay. Let me also ask you this question. It might be a bit complex for you, all right? But maybe a yes or no response would do. Because a number of Nigerians actually frown at the reintegration of repentant, insurgents or bandits. I'm sure that you're aware of that trend.
Yeah.
So when students are actually caught, or cult members are actually nabbed by the police, what would your foundation suggest by way of prosecution or rehabilitation? Should they be rehabilitated and reintegrated back into the society, knowing that some of them, they've even unalived, people?
Yeah. Okay. That's interesting. What happens is that prosecution of any offenders is not difficult. If you say, first of all, I'm a court member, you have to prove it.
Okay.
And the only way that you can easily prove is if the person confesses that he is a court member. How do you prove? How will you identify a court member?
Right. I don't know.
It's not written in their forehead. For you to have evidence to present to take to the court, you must have certain things in place. If not, you're wasting your time. That's why it's better it's better, as I said, it's people that understand these things. It might sound somehow, they'll know how to handle it. You see, but if you send the person that was also in court
to him,
the same group, he might open up to that person, but he will not open up to you. There's a saying, common saying in between court members. Better to identify with another court member than to trust a civilian.
So just as the military see us as bloody civilians, y'all to have a way, the court people to have a way of seeing us.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
When there was a time, there was a problem in school, between the Blackers and the Vikings. The police arrested both. But when they got to the police station, when they were put in cell, they put their hearts together and say, hey, we are better stick together on this. When we go there, we can go and fight, but here, we have to put... And they came up with an idea. The idea then was that nobody should agree that he's a court member. And there was nothing anybody could do. Just that the police saw them, the school authority, the school security, they knew that this guy is a court member. They rounded them up, took them to the station. But it took time. They had to let them go because there was no evidence.
All right, Mr. Arabo, we are actually due for a commercial break. When we return, there are other questions we'd like to ask you. Most importantly, it appears that your foundation, you kind of collaborate with, the security operatives, because like you rightly said, a suspected court member would not want to open up to a police, officer or confess that he or she is a court member. But if you are sent to the person, he or she might just, confide in you, and you.
Where every new day brings a fresh chance to dream bigger, push harder, and live confidently. But who comes is more than hope. It's knowing that no freaking giant and a global leader to give you the financial protection and solutions you need to succeed. Because when we come together, we Sanlam Alliance. Sanlam
102 Abuja.
Please listen to this announcement. Vacancy. The Institute of Cybersecurity Professionals Sciences-related courses. Note, marketing experience is an added advantage. Very attractive salary, commission and transport. 838862 or 08092227911. That is 0809222.
Eagles 102.3.
Show on radio, and to find a level playing field where we can indeed, if not ameliorate the activities of these cult members or cultism in here. Is a national coordinator campus called Eradication Foundation, and he has given us quite an expose into some of these activities, and he has given us some way out, a way forward, but not explicitly. But he would do that. You can call the studio number 0907-353-0044. Let's go take that call right now. Hello, good morning.
Good morning,
yes, good morning to you, Moses.
Good morning, Moses.
What am I, Sister Moife?
Right, she's
good morning.
Here. She's here.
God bless you, my sister over there.
Yeah.
I want to thank your guest.
Right.
He has entered into a hard job. That even, especially the issue of drugs. Most of the high profile, they are involved. The question I want to ask him, were they able to get the high profile people who are behind these illegal drugs? Because getting people who take these drugs in their vehicle or persons consigned is not the problem. The high profile, the high profile who are behind it. Then secondly, when you look at some of our school institutions, the cultism, there are people behind it. We have people of high profile that are behind it.
Right.
What effort has he put in place? Not just to arrest students and persecute him or to interrogate him, but people who are behind it. Because the mindset of parents is to send their children to school to earn learning. But before you know it, they fall into the hands of this cult. So, and this cult, what are the plans of your guests over there to get these people who are behind this cult? Were they able to do that? Names should be mentioned.
Right.
Then finally, some of these cults, they use fetish things. Who are those evil spirits behind these people? Sometimes you see looking for human head, human blood to empower themselves to carry out this evil act. Were they able to make their fountain trace to the root of these fetish people, herbalists who are behind this, or native doctors that are behind this? Thank you. God bless you.
All right,
Thank you very much, Moses.
Some have gone diabolic. Who are the sponsors? It's not about just going about the peddlers, the network. What about the Hydra head, right? Cutting off the head would mean that we'll just get it rightly already. Let's go hear from this one.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Omaife.
Good morning, Elder.
My regard to your family. My regard to
Good morning to you, Elder.
Barrister Bua.
Yes, appreciate it. Good morning.
My regard to you.
Yeah.
You see, me, university they conduct them. Some of the university they conduct them, that's why they are in this. Go to missionary university. You can't conduct a course there. Only this federal university, state university, you see them because they conduct them. Because court knows Sabi book now. Any court man, he knows Sabi book. Immediately, he observe that type of person that is a member of court and he knows Sabi book. He withdraw him immediately. And then private in this all this religious university, if you are movement, it's not good enough suitable for that university, they will withdraw you. Even they can return that the university when they return the money to the parents, say they can't conduct the conduct of that boy there. It's a son of the highest person where he hear his name in Nigeria here. He's surprised. He carry a go to missionary university, thought maybe he can use the money there. But when the boy went that place, they observed that he's taking drugs. And then they have to return the money to the parents and return him. Okay. That type of person is not suitable for university, their own university. Most of the private universities can never find a court there. Only university, a government university, you see them conduct them.
Okay.
If you observe that somebody is a court member, there's no need of carrying go to police station because they need evidence to prove. Law need evidence to prove. But school authority, you have power to withdraw somebody on ground that he don't have a book, on ground that his behavior is not conduct with the university rule and regulation. Yeah. The university they conduct them. If not so, there's no need. Okay. If the conduct is not stable, you will withdraw him.
Okay.
Very simple. Thank you very much. God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you, Elder, for your contribution.
Well, Moses has given his thoughts. Elder has given his thoughts. Moses says, what about the Hydra head? Let's cut it off. Who are these people? I think he made a second point too as well. But Elder has come from the place of call people that know Sabi book. The dullards, these are the people we should start withdrawing from. And he says that when it comes to missionaries, they attend. What will be your thoughts, on this?
Let me bust your bubble.
Okay.
The missionary school, the private schools they are talking about, there are court activities going on there.
Even the tightest missionary school.
There are some names you will be shocked. Yes, in the school environment, they might not seems to be. It seems as if they are not operating.
Redundant.
Yes, they are redundant, but they are there.
I mean, think
should
about
we really make a storm in the
I'm just saying. No, I just want to be sure. We need to clarify these things.
It's
I'm
not
just
true.
saying. Okay, it's not true. Okay.
Okay.
In this group, you have people reading medicine.
Right.
Some they are doctors now.
Right.
Pharmacists.
Right.
They're pharmacy. Every mathematicians. Name it.
So they cut across every field of study.
Yes.
Right. Okay. And they could be the brightest too, as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Mr. Yorabo, time is really not our friend.
Yeah.
I'd like you to talk us through your antecedents. I mean, big ones that you'd like to share with us, and how best you address, these issues, especially when you unravel them.
Yeah, thank you very much. This is the question that a lot of people are really
asking.
they're asking. As I said, Campus Court Education Foundation is mostly made up of people that were in court in school. So for me to have access to about the modest 90% of people that are in court in a particular university, when my team comes there, each member goes. We don't operate on this notion of arresting them.
Okay.
As I said, it's very difficult to prove that somebody is a court member. What we go there to do is to cause a change in the way they think. Hey, you want to gyrate? Fine. You want to say, it's okay. People don't understand this. Why we call it court group in Nigeria is because of the violence that is inside. If you remove the violence from it, it becomes a normal fraternity.
Okay.
All over the world, there are fraternities. Even you go to some university, you see a whole building is for this fraternity. You know the leader, you know everything
So it's
about
supposed to be a support group. And if we're to get the NDLE, in fact, let me ask you this question: whose job is it, basically, to attend to matters of cultism? Which agency precisely? Quite a number of people say it's the police. Others are saying, well, NDLE are doing their bit. I don't know, for you, where does the onus really fall?
Is involved or should be involved in stopping any way that there's a breach of
Peace or
peace. Yes.
Yeah.
Anywhere that there is their objective is to create sanity. But in Nigeria, you have the police. Normally, anything that has to do with violence, insecurity, is in Nigerian police. But it will shock you to know that one of the core reasons for the establishment of the civil defense is what we're talking about here: cultism.
Nigeria Civil Defense.
Nigeria civil defense.
Their core values.
The core reason, one of it, is to handle cultism.
But in your own case, from your foundation and in your workings, have they done that?
Not just me. If I say they are not, to be as if I'm biased. You are a journalist. Do your research and come out and tell me what the activities of the civil defense, what they've done over the past, let's say, 5 years. Anytime you want me, call.
Okay.
Or we'll schedule an appointment.
Okay, an appointment. All right. So, but there's another thing that you said. I mean, if we're looking into fighting, cultism in schools and communities and all of that, how can parents, teachers, community members, leaders get involved, in this effort, especially with what you are doing, in this regard, to seeing that there is a renewal of mind and not necessarily arrests?
See, the parents, they play key role in identification.
Not the teachers.
Not the teachers. How long do the teachers don't really know their students? You have about some schools you have funding. It might not be cultism, it might be some other thing. You will know. So if you suspect anything, even if it's not cultism, you can call us.
Okay.
We will come and just not in a punitive way and discuss with your work.
Chat with the person.
The way it's even done, if your child is in court, we will know. We have people that are inside the court group itself and people outside. People inside the court group know their people. If it's in the court, they'll tell you.
Right. Okay, let's take this call.
All right.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello. Are you there?
That will be a miss.
Okay. Please call us back and do what to turn down the volume of your reset, all right? Okay, so Mr. Rabo, knowing that can actually call on you or your foundation, especially when they suspect, something fishy about the carry on of the awards is actually quite encouraging. Now, how accessible is your foundation and the numbers that people can actually call? I mean, to reach out to you, is it going to be toll free or?
No, for now it's not toll free.
Okay.
But we are working towards having something like that.
Okay.
Okay.
It,
All right.
You can call
Get through to it.
080 371 25139.
I mean, this is a serious conversation.
Right.
08037125139. Very serious conversation, and we believe that if we can begin from now to sensitize the society in our little ways and in the ways and the efforts which thankfully we are grateful for, what you do, that the society will be better. And maybe we can have a change of heart,
Right.
for these ones, because if with the numbers that you've, pull of them.
At this point in time, time is really not our friend. We really wish to stretch this conversation
Honestly,
a
we
little
do
further, and you can see that the lines are still buzzing.
True.
Would like you to wrap up your thoughts by way of maybe word of advice to the youth out there, and also to parents, because you like it or not, they have a role to play.
Yeah, to the youth, I'll say anything that you see that is against the way you were brought up, seek clarification. Stay away from court. Stay away. Don't negotiate it. You stay away. If you are having a problem, if you want to stay away, there's pressure, call us. We'll handle it.
Your foundation, do you have units across, the 36 states of federation?
Not the 36, but we are working towards having presence in we are working towards having presence in all tertiary institutions and states.
Okay. All right. Okay.
All right.
So once again, the number to call is 08037125139. So as a student, if there's anyone pressuring you, to identify with any called group and you are not comfortable with it, please call the number and have a word with parents. If you suspect anything funny, please reach out to Mr. Henry Rabo so that he would guide you on de-radicalize